Hey, Kings and Dragons, Dragon King 551. We are back with another Michigan breakdown video. Obviously, this would be week 7 for the Michigan Wolverines basketball videos. So be on the lookout. I said I would be back for Big Ten championship breakdown on Saturday after the we get the dub. Hopefully, we go 13-0. Whether we get the 1 or 2 seed don't really matter to me as long as we can play in the Rose Bowl. Big games, Washington and other stuff. But let's talk about our basketball team. We're slightly above 500 as of right now. That's okay. I think that we could be slightly better. We're 4-3 right now. We're starting to slip a little bit, and we got a big test on Saturday at 3:30 against Oregon, one of the new teams that's coming over to the Big Ten next year, and it's going to be an interesting test because last time we played them, we got beat by I believe like 3 points or something, where we tried to put a dagger in their heart to end it, or I think buzzer beat it or something, and we just fell apart. So with that being said, let's go into the stat line of the Texas Tech game. I was getting some deja vu from 2019, I believe, was the year we got knocked out by them. I think it was it was 2019 we got knocked out by them. So you can see Warren Washington got 8, Devine Cambridge got 17, Joey, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but Joe Tosin got 17. Richard Isaacs, I think, got 13. Darren Williams got 13, and they were just shooting lights out. Look at their rebounds and everything. And, let's look to the Michigan side now. Obviously, you see the score, not great. Getting beat by 16 points is terrible. And you just cannot do that as a team. And yeah, I mean, you just can't do that. Oliver had 16 points, 5 rebounds. Terrence Williams had 10. Burnett had 2. And McDaniel had 12. And then all the other guys had 5, 3. And we just were not playing our best game. Shooting from the field, 41% versus their 43%. So that's not entirely bad. Surprising that we shot better from the 3-point percentage, but that was only like a 6% difference. So it's all kind of evens out. But shooting from the line is what crucifies you as a team. If a team is making 86% of their foul shots or free throws, and you were only hitting 50% or less, you are not going to win a basketball game. I've said it. There are a lot of key factors into a game. First off, shooting from the field, you must be kind of higher. The 3-point percentage, because now a player, when they come in, as a recruiter, you want your player to score between shooting between 20 to 30% from the field from 3-point percentage. But this is one of your biggest numbers here. Right here, this number and this number with your foul shots is really important. Your rebounds is something. You can't have less rebounds than them. You have to out-rebound them. 33 versus 42. Offensively, it's not that different. Defensively, not that different. 6 differential, 3 differential. You can't do that. Then, and so those are a couple of stats there. Now the assists, I don't really care about assists because assists just means good ball movement and stuff. And that's not really important. Blocks is fine. Steals is fine. This is another thing that will lose you a game. How many team fouls you have? 12 and 13, not that bad. The turnover battle is another problem. If you have that less and that less, that's good for the most part. But there are other key factors on why you lose, and that's because of your foul shooting from the line, your rebounds of how you're doing it, and then your turnovers. And if your turnovers are down like this and everything else is working for you, you're shooting well from the line, you will win that game, most likely. If everything else is high percentage for you, low percentage for them, and or pretty even and stuff, there's a high chance that you'll come out of the game in a nitty-gritty win. The other problem here is just the turnovers. You cannot have 15 turnovers a game and expect to win. Now, if everything else is doing well, but you still have 15 turnovers a game, even though you won the game, you got to work on that, because even if you do that, there can be a close game where you turn over the ball too many times. And, excuse me, ultimately, you either lose the game or you win a close game because of those turnover battles. And you cannot have that as a basketball organization, as a team, period. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you're the defending national champs. I don't care if you are a high school team or a middle school team. Listen, middle schoolers, that's a completely different thing. Young kids in first, second, and third grade, they'll learn. It's a learning curve. But kids who have been there before, who are in sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, up, should know that what it's all about is getting steals, getting rebounds, getting stops, boxing out, keeping your fouls low, and making sure that you actually take care of the ball and don't turn it over so much, and get good rebounds and get second opportunity points. And the other thing here is make them foul you. Get to the basket, make them foul you, and get those and one chances at the line. But I digress. I mean, we're 4-3. I got nothing more to say about the Michigan Wolverines. I mean, it is what it is. It's still a long season. That's only 7 games out of 31. Out of 38, I believe, is how many games that everyone plays a season. So, there's 31 more basketball games. Let's see if we can finish where the win column has high 20s and the low column has 8 losses, or something along the line where we have a lot of wins and low digit losses and stuff. Let's see if we can actually rally and find a way to win, because right now I'm just not liking the way that we're playing. And personally, I think that the Michigan Wolverines are going to get slaughtered if they play in March Madness this year. They will go packing in the first round. But I don't know. If they can come together and play good like they've been playing for most of their games, I have no problem with them. We'll see how they play against Oregon. Oregon's 4-2. They're 4-3. We'll see where it lies. Let's see if we can go 5-3 and get some win power back in our win column, and we'll see what happens. But until that's it, guys, don't forget to stay right. I'll see you in the next one. Go blue. But I got nothing more to say.